2022. This is where I gotta go to one of the daycares I work at. Got some outside faucets over there, and he's got some piping that runs along the building that feeds like 2 faucets. It's got to be winterized in the winter. And I worked on it last year. I fixed some leaks in it. And he's calling me again this year that it's split again. So obviously he's not shutting it off and draining it right. Well, it wouldn't split. So we'll going over there to see what's going on. And there's one of the bubblers that's outside on one of the playgrounds. He lost a cap on it for the drain. So either I'll get him another cap or another unit. We'll get you some shots when I get there. Nice day today. It's going to be like 78 today. It's nice right now. It's probably, 9:30 in the morning, Saturday morning. I like to go work at these daycares when there's no kids around. This way here, there's nobody trying to steal my tools, or I don't have to worry about being around a bunch of kids. It just makes working so much easier. I got a key for the place, just parking at the front door and just go in. If there's a bunch of kids there, it's a hard time finding a place to park, and there's a lot of limitations to what you can do when there's a bunch of kids around. So I'd rather go there when no one's there. I'm in and out, and no issues. That's the way either I do it at nights or on the weekends over there. Makes it easier. This one, he's lost the cap, or the kids grabbed it or something, because I don't see it on the ground here anywhere. He loosens it up to drain it, and he said he thinks the kid grabbed the cap. So I might have extras in here. Let's see what I got. It's a pretty big one. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe this one. No, I might have to, it's not fitting. These are just some that I have hanging around. I don't know if they're the right size or not. It's gonna be bigger than this. I'd rather not unsweat the thing unless I have to. Let's go see if we got one in the truck. It's gonna be bigger than this. Whoa, Miss Molly! How you doing, Miss Molly? How you doing, Miss Molly? So I got jet couplings back here. This is probably the same kind that I put in. See it? The big. I'll have to steal a nut. I'll have to waste one of them. Unfortunately, he's going to get charged for the whole thing. But so I got some nuts floating around on the bottom here, which probably do. It's probably the same one. They vibrate off. Yeah, it looks like the size. See how it's a little bigger? Well, that might be the size. That won't come off of there, right? I know this one was a little tight on there. This is the one that was a little tight on there, remember? Yeah, so that's the one. So one of these is going to work. This one should work. You know, they vibrate loose off the units, and that's what we call a jet coupling. You can see that the caps vibrate off. They're in there, I just have to dig for them. Alright, let's see if we can fix it. Fortunately, you know, if I gotta sell it, I gotta charge them for the whole thing. If I use just the cap, because the rest of it's junk after I use the cap. Miss Molly, hello, Miss Molly. A little tech tip, there's a gasket in there, right? Let me show you. You know, rubber gasket. If that rubber gasket ever wears out, just take some Teflon tape, roll it up in a ball and stick it in there, and you'll make your own gasket. That's a little tech tip. That'll work right there. He's going to have to, next year when he drains it, he's going to have to put that in a bag and put it somewhere so it don't get lost. Because he winterizes this shit, right? I mean, if not, it'll freeze. It's outside. This is just little stuff that I like for the plastic pipe and little ferrules, plastic ferrules and shit. Little customized shit, you know? You don't use all the time. See, like this don't have a gasket. I'd put some Teflon in there and just use that as a gasket. It would work fine. A little tech tip, mama. A little tech tip. Some of the I'm not sure where that see this water here? Something's leaking here. There's a bathroom above us. We're gonna go find out what's leaking. There's water. That's not good. I don't know where that shutoff is. It's probably, he'll know where it is. It's probably in here somewhere. I gotta call him, but this is a leaker. This has been leaking for a while here too, see it? Dripping off the flipping. I gotta call him with this. This flipping thing's loose. Oh yeah, it's soaked. This toilet. The supply's leaking right here. That's our problem. There's one, two, three shitters. That's our problem right there. I gotta fix that right away. You can see the toilet, so she's leaking by too. See it leaking? Oh, she might be an overflower or a bad flapper. While we're in there, we'll fix it, right? See, it's a flipping leaker. She's a leaker. Oh man, she's a leaker. She's a leaker. You can see it's leaking from there. That's where it's leaking from. See it dripping? I'll set you up. She's flipping. She's flooded. See if we can shut it off and change that supply maybe. Been leaking for a while, guy. This is not the first rodeo here. It's been leaking for a while. Yeah. She's a live one. I wonder if we got she's flipping loose as a goose. Oh yeah, the whole top's loose. The top part's loose. Dum dum. Flipping top's loose as a goose. The nut is leaking from up top. She's loose as a goose, mama. nut's loose. I gotta tighten up the nut. She's a loose one. Put a rag down and soak up the water because it's been flooding for a while. Actually, I think I'd like to put another fill valve in there if I got one, to be honest with you. The other one seems to be questionable. I can move the whole thing upstairs here by hand, so not good. She's loose as a goose, Mama. Wow. Wow. Alright, that's tight now. We're going to put a new supply on it, seeing it was leaking. I'm going to see how it's all rusted. Yeehaw! Got nothing but quality here. We got nothing but quality here. She's been rusted. It's been leaking for a while. That's the problem with these jobs, you know. I'm surprised no one's seen anything about this thing. Complained about it. She's a liker. She's a liker. We know the flap is leaking because we could see it, so we got to change that. That should take care of the leak. It should. Packing's tight. That should be fine now. Next thing I want to address is this closet bolt that's broken. Might be able to put another one in there. I brought one in. I brought in the closet screw. See if we can get that down in there. For now, I'm not sure. I'm not too worried about that because this toilet's not moving around so much. That's not where the leak was coming from. If I have to pull it, I'll put a new flange in at that point. This is a man's feel, so all you gotta do is pop this off. This should unscrew. This is a candlestick type. This should come right up with the handle. There's a gasket on the bottom down there. That's a problem. You got a gasket down there. Sometimes you could spin them. Yeah, this one's all corrupt. This one's all stiff. See how it's all cracked? See how it's all cracked? I gotta get another one. I have these in the truck. Could flip it too if you wanted to, but could flip it. It'd probably be fine. This side don't look bad. Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna flip it. See if it works. This back side looks fine. You gotta get it in there, in the groove properly. When you get it in the groove properly, you can spin it. See how I can spin it? You gotta be able to spin it. That should be fine now. The gasket's gonna be good. See how I spin it? That should be good now. That back in. Retaining nut. Ain't rocket science. Overflow tube in. We'll see if it works. Well, no. We got a problem with the gasket or something that's screwed up. We gotta put a new unit in there. So, a little bit of water in this bugger, but it's gonna come out. Thing's been leaking since Moby Dick was a minnow. Thing's been leaking since Moby Dick was a minnow. Unless I could just tighten it, maybe it's just still flipping loose, guy. Dumb. I'm just gonna change it, seeing it's been leaking. I don't wanna take a chance. I don't wanna take a fucking chance with it. Break the flipping porcelain or something, you know? Don't be a dum-dum. I got pressure pushing down on it. I got pressure downward, right? Take this here, pull it out, catch all the water. Put a new one in there. Fuck around with that thing. When there's a leak like that, you know, it's not good to play around with it. Just replace it. With the fiddle. With the fiddling around with it. Alright, let's turn it on again and see what happens. Alright, we're in a good height there with that. Looks like the leak might have stopped. Give it a minute, but just flipping that flapper over like that is what, you know, yeah, it stopped. The leak stopped. Just flipping the flapper over did it. There's a little tech tip. That's Mansfield. Let's make sure we got no leaks here. It's not like this toilet's gonna rock because it's in this little closet area here. Looks good. It's gonna dry up. Good enough for this neighborhood. Looks like someone's been peeing in here. Kind of cleaner, maybe. This one's a real shorty. Man, fucking thing's loose as a goose, mama. She's loose as a goose. I figured they just tighten it up, no? Oh. Rocket science. This better. Leaking. You can see how that line pitches up, and then it goes up here. It goes to a, but it's got a vacuum breaker on it. So that's why even if it opens it, the vacuum breaker will stop it from draining back. So I'm just going to put a bleeder elbow on the bottom there. And he could open it here. He could open the bleeder elbow. And he could open this. Either that or I just take that off. But legally, you're supposed to have that. A lot of times they leak. I'll just put a bleeder elbow on it. I talked to the guy about it. He's got no problem with a bleeder elbow. We open that there. And to put a bleeder elbow, we could take the cap off. And then it'll be off inside, be done. Kinds of kids walking around this place. I don't know. Who knows? I'm not the one winterizing it, so I don't have no idea what goes on when I leave. Put this stuff together so they can drain it, but it's up to the maintenance guy to drain it. I'm not here winterizing it, so I'll fix it. Fix it. Give him a bill. So, leaker. It's a leaker. Rubber gasket there, see it? You can put Teflon in there, like I said. Just put a bunch of Teflon in a ball and make your own gasket. I've done that a million times. What solder I use? There's the flux I use. There's a leaker. Here's a leaker. Yeehaw. We'll turn the water on and we'll see what happens here. These all Goodman units. These used to be all 110 units at one time. Now they're all 410A units. Just changed the piston in the evaporator upstairs. So if you would see, this one was a burnout. I had to put a filter dryer in it because it was a burnout. This used to be a 22 unit. I put a 410 in, changed the piston upstairs. These are all retrofits. This guy's going to turn on the water. I don't see no leaks. No leaks.